The wave of technology will be tremendous, and at the same time others are coming. So we need also to strike, and to strike we need to associate it. Otherwise, if we continue like that, the egoism of the bankers, that will kill the majority part of us, and a big part of the business will be waste.
In Switzerland mainly, just like many of us, but perhaps differently from other ones, we're going to invest a lot in digital, but not as an objective as such, but really as something would help us in proposing to clients a smooth service, taking into account the client journeys. So all the digital services, from biometrics to digital advisory, through aggregations of accounts, are key services that we want to invest in and to propose to all the clients.
Well, I believe we're going to have a huge technology support for private bankers as well, because we've been talking today on the conference about private banking as a, human touch, as a consumer focus and personalization. Whereas I do believe strongly that with the help of technology, with digitalization, with artificial intelligence, neural networks and so on, we're going to see more and more private bankers actually embracing those technologies and helping their customers to achieve greater value, better return on investments, quicker return on investments.
I personally think that the Swiss private banking sector is up against tremendous change, and there's a couple of factors driving that change. Obviously, there is technology getting into the game more and more, and there's regulation, which is driving change as well, because it's basically a catalyst for this development.
Priorities for 2018 are to make sure that we grow the company. We're looking to become much more global. We're definitely working to build a root base in Switzerland and in Germany, and we're also trying to grow in Asia. We want to make sure that we're seen as a partner of choice by a lot of our current clients.
We think the private banking sector will evolve in a number of ways, and I think the best way to summarize it, they will evolve on two fronts. One, becoming much more agile, and the second, focus on their core traditional strengths. The need to become more agile will require that they deal with the changing client trends that we've seen, the changing technology and the changing regulation. And the core strengths will be very much around shifting towards higher value added advisory services from which they can generate sustainable fee income. And we think whilst the industry will consolidate a bit further in Switzerland.
On the other side, what I personally find an important change in paradigm I find in our industry is with an increasing sophistication on the client side and increasing complexity of advice. In particular, when we speak private banking, you move up, you go up market from high net worth into ultra high net worth. I think what happens is that this complexity needs to be delivered by someone. That person will have to be a fairly broad education, a fairly strong education. It's a different profile of banker.
We are moving away from a fully unregulated market to, right now, plenty of regulation, plenty of constraints and plenty of challenges for banks and private bankers. Now, we are also seeing that thanks to technology, thanks to new fintech and regtech companies, banks are able to cope with these challenges. For instance, one of the key points and one of the key problems that banks are facing now is the regulation for cross-border activities.
What we see today happening on global scale is the move from advisor-led model to self-directed investors, right? And blockchain technology is actually predestined to be catalytic force here. Why? Because today there are a lot of fintech startups working on creating a new market infrastructure for transfer of ownership of financial assets.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Season's greetings and a very warm welcome to this exciting night as we proudly unveil the winners of the Private Banking Switzerland Awards 2017.